mixed lookups are not.
So we're going to do a roll forward of using E160. The first thing we're going to do in the lease roll forward is we're going to start at the expenditure reconciliation, and we're going to move it forward from period 7 to period 8. So we're going to change this to period 8. You can see it changes here. And then we're going to go over to this BW expense report we have through period 6, 7, and we're going to add period 8. So I'm going to go to Business Warehouse and pick up period 8. Okay, so I'm going to go into rolls, and I'm going to go to year end, and I'm going to go into this operating lease with vendor. I'm going to go into business area, which is E160. I'm going to go to fiscal year end, which is 2022. Okay, so this is going to be pretty important. Because we've already done periods 1 through 7, and we only won 8, don't pick up 1 through 7. We just want to layer on periods 8. So I'm just going to pick up 8 right here. And I believe this is already in the format we need. So I'm going to just go File, Home, and paste. And I'm going to match the destination formatting right there. And it comes in right away for lease expense. Now, we also need to go in and put in this right here, this overall result right here. Just paste this in, and then just do a sum here. And what that'll do is it'll get your this variance right here to 0. And all this expense summary is doing is just saying all the categories are accounted for. And so we've got $22,000 in lease expense accounted for right here. Okay. So, going to go back to my BW asset listing and go back to my BEX report. Now this report in BEX is not formatted in the same format as the asset listing. So you're going to have to make sure the BEX report, you're going to have to redo it. And this is where you're going to have to understand BEX. So I'm going to pull BEX back up, and I'm going to go pick this report. Okay, so you're going to go to the same year in reports, and you're going to open up the asset history sheet. It's already set up, and you're just going to hit OK. So I believe all of this is set up in the right order. The data section. But I believe this section you need to bring in some new parameters. So I'm going to move this off to a second sheet right here, and it's off screen. And what we need is I've got right here, I've got asset class right here, but I need to bring in this, 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 and this. So I'm going to move this off to the side now and bring this back in. So we need to bring in the business area, business name, asset number, asset number description, and asset class. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to query properties, and I'm going to go to bring in business area, and I'm going to move this down right here. Okay, so I've got business area, then I'm going to bring in asset number. I'm going to put that up. And then we've got asset class. And then I'm going to hit OK. All right, and then we're going to go back and we need to just change this a little bit up. So I'm going to go hit properties, and I'm going to put key and text, and I'm going to put always suppress. So all this does is it just makes the result line where it's subtotals, makes it go away. And then I want this to fill all the way down, so I'm going to go back to query properties, and I'm going to go to display options, and I'm going to unclick this suppress repeated options, and I'm going to hit OK. So now you should have this in the same format, and then I believe you can just save this the way you want it, and you can save it as a BW file, and then you can just refresh it however you want it. So I'm going to now just save this. Oh, see, now we have to take this one right out here. So I'm going to go back to properties, and I'm going to hit always suppress. Okay, so we got all that suppressed business out. Apologies, let me get all this nonsense right here. So I'm going to go back to this BW, this report here, and I'm just going to paste it right here and make sure we did this right. And I'm going to paste and match destination formatting. And you can see right here, it is not coming in the right line items, so we need to go and just kind of reformat this report just a little bit off, which is super frustrating. So I'm going to go back in and just reformat this report so that it comes in so that all the headings match up here, and it's important that we do that because this report, there are items in this roll forward that are looking up to this report. Okay, so I finally got it to work, and all that I needed to do is I needed to put a text and key field for the asset number. So I'm just going to delete this header here. Got everything to come in right here. Okay, so have everything here for my asset listing. And I'm going to stop this video here so that you can just know, so this video will be only how to download BW reports.